Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shalonda, and I'm back. I don't know. I'm having a little bit too much fun, just bumming around again. Well, I did have my D baby again for um in and out for a couple days, so I just ain't really been like focusing on trying to get in front of the camera or whatever. And I've been working on these journals, but um yeah. So there's just been some energy, like I said, that's been around. I'm starting to kind of maybe narrow it down to energy, right? I got to be able to peep shit. Like, I just have to know. You see what I'm saying? I have to know for sure. It's just too much confusion, boy. And I feel like Source is not, I don't know what's wrong with my voice, actually. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my voice lately. But, yeah, so after the video or whatever, and just seeing certain things that Source is pointing me in direction to, to look at or whatever, when it come to these energy. And like, y'all, I'm telling you, what am I telling you? I'm telling you that I was like, I like was on lockdown. It's almost like it's a shutdown around this piece. Because I just said I have to really just calm things. These masculines again is tripping. And there's all these feminines that think some kind of way. Like, I don't know. I just don't think those kind of ways. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I never had to chase anything before. So it's like, this is weird to me. I've never had to like compete or anything like that. So again, all of this black magic and all this hoodoo voodoo shit that these motherfuckers coming in here with, I'm telling you. Because again, we have to think about, I like to think about things on many different layers. And when we think about the originating women of this land here, they probably they didn't know what was coming when some of these energies, now this is no offense because I love my island girls. Again, I feel like there's lineage in Haiti. I mean, possibly, right? But I know Barbados, right? So, so when I'm thinking that way, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the test of time, there's no way for us to accurately know exactly what's all runs through us. That's why I don't discriminate, right? When we're talking about political matters, I have to bring up these things when it seems stories are repeating themselves in order for us to clarify things and look at different patterns. Same way of people, it's rumored the Cold War energy might be back. That's what I'm saying. How would we know if somebody wasn't a historian that kind of said, man, this kind of sounds like this? Well, let's evaluate. What was it back then? What do we see happening now? See, and then I'm person that takes it further and may be able to go into the biblical text and find out where it's being narrated there. It's just, that's the type of work that I do. So, and then also I can ask, what does this mean in real life? Because we are in the living, I feel at the time of a living God energy here. All right. And I feel like, again, I prefer my living Bible, right, over any Bible. I mean, I like my parallel Bible, okay, with the King James and the Living Bible in the same book, running parallel, okay. So, but anyways, it just made me think about this energy because again, I don't know, with the whole oracle energy, I feel like it's just like I'm trying to see now where source. It's like I just went up a step or something, right? It's like I just went up a step or something like that, possibly up the ladder. I have no idea really, but maybe there is Jacob energy somewhere, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm a rainbow bloodline. They're like, I don't know. I just feel like there's just an endless something. I don't know. It's just like that. Okay. Again, a lot of people that feel as though they are elect or again, the so-called chosen, we're always finding out something new and trying to tap into something deeper. So I don't know. Like I said, I feel like this energy, again, when it comes to Solomon, the wisdom of Solomon, I was kind of listening to it last night, but I said, no, something don't feel right about this. I want to, because remember, Solomon had, the major part that I was worried about was possession, demonology, kind of like. And again, I think King James did make a demonology book before the Bible or somewhere around the time of it or something, if I'm not mistaken. And, because I look at demonology as something different. You know what I'm saying? I want to look at it like on a whole 360 degree kind of energy here. And it's like, because again, we are somewhat, this is a study group. I just take you guys along the ride. And then we freestyle the information as if, again, we are the word. That's just it. Then it's dealing with your Akashic because the books are open. All right. So, so again, it's bringing me back into the Kibra Nagast, in the story about Makita and Sheba. And I, for one, think that these are two different individuals. There's always two. There's always two to me. There's always the real thing and then an idol that is formed in the likeness of the real thing. It's always that way. And it just so happens that throughout the test of time, the idol is the one that is exalted. But the one that's exalted is usually looking down like the Queen of Cups into some device, into the dome of the capital energy or the main energy in order to observe it and to try to look like it and dress like it and to keep it and to, do you understand what I'm saying? So again, it says, according to the tradition, the Queen of Sheba called Mark. So anytime something says called, well, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it was. See, and the Kibra breaks that down for me to let me know that Sheba was the queen. Sheba, in my eyes, is an American queen with the information that I've found of antiquity when it comes to the Americas, right? And I think she had to depart from maybe the Midwest area, the northern areas, and she had to relocate to the South, I believe. All right. And she was teaching things that people really didn't want her to teach, maybe some occult or esoteric or some type of knowledge or something like this. She started her own thing, right? And also is making me think about Queen Mary energy, because Queen Mary, I think, left from France, again, which I feel like, again, is the French districts here in America, at some point in time, right? I feel like, again, when it comes to the Stewart energy, when we, as if they died, I don't think that's the case. I think they relocated to the Americas. And again, there was a whole nother thing going on here. All right. Or again, the originals could have been here. And then there could have been people in England or whatever that were in the likeness of. Either way, vice versa, however you want to look at it. All right. Or again, they either left, vacated, or went into exile and came. It's either or. All right. But again, these people had so-called gifts. All right. They were anointed. It's the same thing, but they'll call it witchcraft, right? All right. I'm seeing witchwood. All right. I'm seeing witchwood. Witchwood. I've been in somewhat of a hovering energy, just trying to watch out, activity around me. So it'd be people that think they know where you live. They think they know what you do. They studying you. They watching you. It's irritating me when it comes to some of these people that's calling themselves psychic, but they're watching you. They actually have probably funded by the FBI or CIA or some group, something where they are watching you. All right. And then coming in and exploiting, and they probably have some kind of third party, just like we're talking about these connections, third party deals with some other websites, okay, where they are taking people's information and, again, benefiting off of it financially or just for entertainment, okay? All right. So it's kind of like the Chitlin circuit for, what the hell you call it? The Chitlin circuit for possibly like some kind of reality TV kind of thing that people are doing. Again, I'm not invited and I don't know exactly where it is, but source tells me that it's going on. So I believe it. I know it. So again, and this is for certain targeted individuals, because we're dealing with foreign entities here that are here in order to crucify royal heirs or anointed ones in the Americas. Point blank, period. That's why all eyes are on America even now when we're talking China, Russia, and the United States Incorporated. All right. So, yeah. So it's saying visited, yeah. So again, this whole thing about Sheba and Makita is two different energies. It's almost like Sekhmet and Basset. They say that one was turned to a house cat, but no, somebody just put on the armor or put on the cloak or put on the covering or put on the identity or the name of the other, right? And started to operate as such, right? And if it was Sekhmet, that would, and if they are talking about, Sekhmet maybe being powerful in her warrior, full matriarchal ruler energy, and something happened where colonization or some form of it happened and knocked her off, you know what I'm saying, into a mammy position, and then another feminine energy or barren energy or androgynous energy came in as the mate of, again, the one that would preside, or the one that would be the most high, or the king of pentacles, or whatever, however you want to look at it. However you want to look at it. Emperor, whatever. Okay? King. Yeah. So again, when we're talking about this energy here, one is the real thing and one is the knockoff. And usually the real thing is somewhat hidden so that it can be used or pillaged. And then the other thing that is foreign is end up hoisted. And again, source gives me eyes not to be racist or discriminate against people because of these things, but it's just the true blood. It's just the true blood. There's the essence of it. There's a sense of knowing. This is why the Gnostics were all killed off. This is why the pits were thrown in the pits. It just, these are the things. It just is. And you don't have to, you see, I'm pulled from the Akashic. I pull from source. I pull from my soul energy, which Biden administration said they were fighting for. All right. So when we're dealing with the capital energy or the temple, right? Think about that G in that compass, in that whatever with the Freemason energy, right? And then the two candlesticks or the two whatever on the side, the two, I was going to say podiums, not pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Okay, columns or whatever. Just think about that God energy. So again, 7, I keep all the time with Solomon. Also, I also see Muslim in Muslim and goodness, Moorish energy. Okay. Just some interesting markers about it. Maybe I will. I'm going to stop lying to y'all and tell you I'm about to put the link because it never happens. So, again, maybe we'll bring it up another time, right? Yeah. So, again, visited Solomon's court. Okay. So, this person visited Solomon's court. You know, it was making me think about a basketball court, you know. It's making me think about a basketball court, you know, okay. Yeah. Or just a court system, you know, but more like a court or, a queen or king's court, okay. King's Court. What am I thinking? What was it? Damn, was it some apartments called King's Court? I can't remember. I don't know why that's standing out to me, okay. All right. After hearing about his wisdom, right? So this is somebody, this Sheba called Makeda, which I think is actually Makeda, came again. Makeda is a makeshift energy. She is the one that possessed Solomon. She is the one that chanted. She is one of the one I feel from the den of brooding vipers. Voodoo, hoodoo, energy. It's just what I see. It's just what I know. And it has to do with a certain group of people, a certain group of individuals. And they'll probably, again, like me, I can't talk about, I'm not talking negatively about this because, again, for me, somebody like me, I don't really have, that much hips or whatever. I have like this S-curve kind of shaped body. It's like a hook or something. Like people would laugh and say I had scoliosis or whatever when I was younger. Okay. Or like that kind of energy. Okay. I think we're talking about an archetype or a prototype of something, right? But there's some people that have enhanced things in order to possibly. So I'm looking at this energy again as the same thing as when we were looking at the whole thing when it came to the images that we looked at a while ago of Sarah Bartman and her naked behind. And then they were measuring up and trying to compare a Caucasian gentleman, right, in military garb, okay. They were measuring him and trying to, form something, right? In the likeness of, I'm telling you, it's just got to be doing with that. It's just a hijack. So it would be very important and prominent for some of these individuals to try and slander and try and persecute, prosecute, crucify the real thing. It's just the way it is. It's just the way. I'm just hearing just the way I feel about you. See? And it's almost like I don't understand if it's so that somebody can keep the energy protected and keep it safe and keep it to themselves so they can have access. But what I feel like is the energy is not even treated properly. The feminine is not even treated. That is so disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? That is so disrespectful. To know that you have a jewel and to do all that work to even work with it, clean it up, spiff it up, just to get something that's in the likeness of it that's not even have the same damn qualities. So much so that I feel like these masculine energies decided to just start chiseling and breaking up this beautiful gem and start to try to spread this. Right? And it's almost like afraid of the fucking energy as in its full essence. And I don't know if they're afraid of something because it's almost like energy of everybody would want to get their hands on that jewel. So in the sense, it makes me think protection. But then if you're breaking something down, you want to break it down. Is that symbolic for, again, breaking down the American so-called black woman like people have done, or Indian? We're going to always have to throw that on there just for people that don't really know what I'm talking about. That might have to go through the channel and look at what we talk about or what we have talked about on here. To me, it seems like we're going in the wrong direction. And I am like the last fucking unicorn standing here with my back against the wall, damn near on the ground now, swinging. And the masculine that they want to keep away from me is somewhere else swinging. And there's all this chaos and confusion, all this hate and this slander. And people have shit already, probably already cataloged, right, on these two individuals that they want to bring forward. Things that these people themselves do or have said in the privacy of their home. That I'm not afraid to say what the fuck I say. But they will hide their hands, throw rocks, hide hands, or hide the fact that they, right, and then complain that some people just complain all the time. I wish people would just get over that. We're moving forward. No, not until we address some shit. That's what the teacher or your mama or your school teacher, whoever it would be, not until we address some things. You see, only little boys want to run away. Only people that want to play games and shit want to run away from something. I don't like no running fucking energy. If that's the case, 1, 2, 3 motherfucking strikes, you out. Face me. I've been to the opening of that cave. I know there's nothing wrong with me to that extent. I know I've worked on myself. I know these things. I don't think I'm better than anybody or anything, but I know my worth, and that's enough for me. Unfortunately and fortunately, some of these masculines may be the reason for me having to do that fucking work. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, having to review some shit real quick. Do we compete over here? No, we don't. Why are you trying to have something that you already know the answer to, or somebody you already know what it is, compete for anything? You're just draining it. You're just exploiting it. You're just draining the energy of a divine, or not, I don't even want to say that, of a fucking God. It makes no sense to me. So if I know and you know, what the fuck we playing for? I mean, it's just as simple as that. So these other people can play around back and forth, tit for tat, two of pentacles shit with this, oh, divine masculine, oh, he about to, no, motherfucker, do. Then, and if you can't, then don't sit in front of my face and tell me anything else. I mean, it's just like that. I'm a feminine energy. I have been under several types of attacks. Any masculine or any energy or any companion or anybody that wants to help me would know that they may, right, or connect with me, would probably know they're going to have to take that extra measure. They're going to have to meet me where I'm at. The whole simple sense of this is because I feel in certain position, in certain instances, they know exactly who you are, where you are, how dirty your fucking drawers was this morning. You know, that's what I'm saying. This is the kind of surveillance that I feel some of us are going through. And it's not right. Okay? So, again, I guess if you wear them, okay? But let's see. Like, it's just like almost a joke to me because so many other things could be getting done. So obviously I'm just feeling like, no, there's nothing wrong. Somebody wants you to make you think it's something wrong. No. Maybe it's something wrong, like Chappelle said, with this whole shit. And we got to analyze it. And that's the way I feel wholeheartedly. Another motherfucker will never be able to change it. No, there's something wrong. Okay? So either somebody is intimidated, afraid, or something because they actually do know who you are. And they don't want you to know who the fuck you are. So to defeat you, or because they don't want to stand side by side for you in your full power and fucking potential, they will try to do the worst thing to cut you, hurt you, bring another motherfucker in that ain't even really on the Richter fucking scale, right? And try to have you compete, and you just sitting here like, what the hell is you? There's nothing wrong. This might be a beautiful individual. They might bring a lot to the table, but are we already been discussed and we already know what this is? So what we doing? You leaving room. See, that's what I'm saying about them, about masculine energy or men. You see what I'm saying? They have a good thing and just let it go for a hoe. It don't make no sense for me. It don't make no sense. And if you thought that somebody was that much of a and if somebody want to try to reverse that shit around, if you thought somebody was that much of a hoe, then what you go to it for? I just don't understand. You see what I'm saying? If marriage is a problem, then why did you even approach somebody? If this is a problem, then why because I disregard all that stuff. If something is supposed to happen for me, I feel like I'm supposed to walk into it, and me and this person is supposed to figure it out. Maybe everybody don't have all parts of the puzzle. Maybe, again, the whole thing was for the people to connect, and then, voila, all these things will happen. Because somebody is holding the key, and another person have the fucking lock. I don't know. It's just simple for me to look at it this way. And I'm pretty sure I don't even know the beginning of it, right? But then I can't even think that just because these people are in a position that they're in, that they know more than me. Why the fuck you looking at me? Why you bringing other bitches in here from the Build a Bitch workshop to see what the fuck I'm doing? And then let them try and make me feel like I'm not equipped or whatever. It don't make no sense because it don't work with a motherfucker like me. Somebody got to change the game. Something else got to happen. Something else got to happen. I feel it just make me stronger when motherfuckers do shit like this. And it doesn't matter what anybody else or society thinks or what nobody in the public thinks. It's what I think and what I know. So again, somebody visited Solomon's court and hearing about the wisdom. The wisdom is a feminine energy in the Apocrypha. A gift from God. That somebody begged for. And then start, and I'm not saying in a sexual way, but started to, pass it on to their friends or somebody else to watch over and then get mad. I just don't understand it. I won't. So again, she stayed and learned from him for 6. So this is giving me hermit energy, right? Remember I showed you the hermit card with him holding the star in the cage, or the bird in the cage? And then afterwards, he's sitting down sad by trying to warm himself with a fucking fire. And again, I told you I look like penises in the fucking fire. So the same people try to cut your head off or cut you off, or the ones that the builders that rejected the stone. Something happened here. Something happened. And I'm not saying that it's that. I'm just saying their manhood maybe got cut off. Maybe this has to do, again, why they're calling these feminine energies, which might be just powerful women. Maybe the 4 queens in the deck or something. Maybe, maybe it's just these powerful women that were bringing this drama. But the Empress makes me think about the Ruach, makes me think about the Empress, makes me think about the energy of wisdom. It makes me think about something that Sheba probably had. It make me think that it could be her alter ego, or her, a part of her, or a bipolar kind of, like I said, a parallel kind of energy, her most high self. Wow. So I'm kind of curious, and I think I want to say that the demon was Asmodeus or something like that 3-headed beast or something like that, which is making me think about, I don't know, maybe it's giving me the Triton energy, right? Because the Triton is kind of being manhandled by that wolf, dragon, fox, lion energy on that seal. And it's between the red and blue. But the blood that's running through this again, and that could be a 3-headed energy too. 3 on the thing, 3. And then the dual energy with the red and blue. I think we're talking bloodlines here of the water and earth. I'm telling y'all, this is the black water. I'm telling y'all, that's why the bottom of the damn sea witch in the Little Mermaid, that's why her octopus or her tentacles is black. Because something happened. Something happened. I'm even thinking about the all black energy of when she turned into a person. But it's almost like 2 bloodlines in the same family fighting each other. And then some of us are like, or I feel like, I'll just say I feel like I may be some kind of, maybe that's why people treat me like a freak or something, because maybe it was something that happened with this intertwining, again, 2 of Cups energy here, which created something that's even, is bound to heaven and hell. Heaven is my abode and earth is my footstool. So when I say top flight security, it make me think about the energy of the universe or something, you know what I'm saying? A most high kind of something, but you have to get there. You have to take that road, right? And take a lot of work spiritually, to get there. And then again, it's the abuse I feel of your own particular people that may not like you as you are. They don't want to accept you as a ruler or something, or want to usurp or take your fucking, it's just something like this, right? And so you have the ground quaking too, because they feel maybe it's not fair or something, Maybe in the past these people were kind of greedy, or maybe this something, but again, it's a new thing now. There's nothing to fear. But again, I mean, maybe there is, though, like I said, taking down this energy, because I feel like this is the last time it'll ever happen. I feel like if we want to see an apocalypse, I feel like that's why I'm so protected. And those who came here in the same kind of likeness. And why people want to try to put a dent in your confidence and your pride, or your footing, or whatever. They're just it's almost like a whole bunch of people are just attacking you, pulling your hair. It's almost like school and shit again. You know what I'm saying? And just because, just for no reason, because, but we know the reason is because people don't really love God. They worship Satan. Really. They worship the negative energy. They call that energy good, and then the good evil. So again,